Turning $2 into $100 has never been easier. Right now, there's a hidden chain 2025 trade-up that only costs $2 and it's rocking a 205% profitability. No, that's not clickbait. This is the single most broken low-budget trade-up in CS2 right now. And I'll show you exactly how to do it step by step so you can replicate it as well. This trade-up is so busted because a lot of people are focusing on nice trade-ups when there are so many super profitable trade-ups like this one. Now, the goal for this trade-up is pretty simple. Hit one of the factory new mil-spec train skins like the Glock green line. Before we discuss this trade-up, I'll be giving away a knife in this video. If you want to enter, just like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's hear a quick word from the sponsor of this video.
The CS2 market's been crazy lately. If you're like me and still hunting for low float skins for trade-ups, SkinsMonkey makes it stupid easy. You can instantly swap your old skins for the new ones safely. And if it's your first time trading, use code ALSO for a free $5 bonus. Also, you can deposit via card or crypto and get a 35% bonus on your deposits. Make sure to check them out, link is in the description.
Now, to pull this off, we'll mix minimal wear chain 2025 skins with factory new fillers. Now, for this trade up, you will need to use float ranges properly. So the key concept we'll be exploiting here is that the bigger the float range, the better the trade up input. And here's where this one gets broken. In the Chain 2025 collection, only 2 skins have a float cap of 0 to 1.0. The P90 Straight Shoot and the AUG Skull Sentinel. Everything else has really terrible float ranges like this P250 Constructivist, which has a float range of 0 to 0.35. So now, using the rule that I mentioned earlier, the bigger the float range, the stronger the input. That means that our minimal wear P90s and minimal wear AUGs are literally perfect. They're cheap, they're common, and you can grab hundreds of them easily. Now, how do we buy these minimal wear inputs? So first, go to the Steam market, then search up the P90 Straight Shoot or the AUG Skull Sentinel in the minimal wear condition. Then next up, make sure you download the CS Float Market Checker Chrome extension, this so that you can see the floats of the listings directly in the Steam market. Once you do that, just find minimum wear skins with floats less than 0.12 and with price less than 35 cents. As you can see, you can easily snipe them. But once a lot more people know about this trade up, it will be slightly harder to snipe skins. So what I also recommend to do is set up buy orders. So just set up buy orders for them for around 31 to 34 cents each, and you will get a ton of them. I pulled over 200 in one day. Now, once your skins from buy orders arrive, you only want to keep the ones with floats less than 0.12. So anything above it, just sell it back. And you will be losing some money here, but that's okay. Now, next up, the tricky part, our factory new fillers. So we want factory new skins with adjusted floats less than 0.048. Now, remember that CS2 now normalizes floats using this formula based on each skin's float range. So if you are confused, I did a guide around this, so make sure to check that one out first. But one example will be this Negev bulkhead with a float cap of 0 to 0.50. If you find one with a float of 0.02, if you use this formula over here, you will get an adjusted float of 0.04. It's easy math, and that keeps our average under the factory new threshold, which is 0.07. Now, some skins look clean but have tiny float ranges, and that kills your average. Take the Mag 7 Metallic DD Pad. Its float cap is only 0 to 0.08, so even if you find a float of 0.013, once you use the formula, the adjusted float comes out to 0.1625. Do you see the problem? Even though the float is really low, the formula makes it really terrible for trade-ups, and that's why you want to check the float caps before buying skins. So now, what factory new skins actually work? So first, we only want skins with a price less than 60 cents, and next up, ideally, we want to use skins with a float cap greater than 0 to 0.50. If you're ever unsure about the float cap of your skin, just open up Trade Up Spy, filter out industrial grade, and search up your skin. And you can see its float range over here. So some examples of skins that I use are the Negev Bulkhead, the MP7 Motherboard, the M4A4 Mainframe, the Tech 9 Citric Acid, the P250 Sedimentary, the FAMAS Kali Camo, the Gator Mesh, and the Vari Camo. They all work. Now, once you get significant amount of skins, just log into Trade Up Spy and refresh your inventory. So we'll start with the classic trade-up using 5 minimal wear chain and 5 factory new fillers. So the goal is to get your adjusted average floats to be less than 0.07. So just mix and match minimal wear and factory new skins until you get the adjusted float over here to be less than 0.07. If the float is too high, just remove one high minimal wear skin and replace it with a lower minimal wear skin. Or also replace a higher float factory new skin with a lower float factory new skin. So just keep on doing this until your adjusted average float becomes less than that, and voila, all your chain skins will come out in the factory new condition, which will be some insane profits. Last thing to do is just open up CS2 and find all of these 10 skins and trade them up. Now, if this video blows up, these minimal wear floats might get sniped really fast. If you can't find the fillers for this trade up, make sure to mix it up. What you can do is use 4 minimal wear chain and 6 factory new fillers with the same float rules. Just make sure that the adjusted average float is less than 0.07 and it will still be ultra profitable. Now, one thing to note is that you can get creative for this trade up. Factory new skins don't need to be from the same collection. So you can mix cheap 20 cents Negav bulkheads with a 60 cents Tech 9 citric acid. Profitability math doesn't care. The only thing that matters are that your adjusted float is less than 0.07. Now let's check trade-up spy outcomes. So the cost is only about $2.55 if you use really cheap inputs, and the profitability is over 200% before Steam tax and still 178% after Steam tax. So yes, this is literally printing money on a $2 trade-up, so make sure to spam it out. So I did so many of these contracts while testing, and I will show all of the outcomes that I get in a nothing to a knife video that I'll be posting sometime next week. But this trade-up will literally turn your $2 into more than $100, so make sure to try it out. Anyway, if you want to know more about profitable trade-ups and how to make them, make sure to check out this video.